Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey. I'm a fourth year, fourth grade teacher, and today we are doing an updated classroom tour. It's hard to believe, but we are about a month into the school year. We're pretty settled, everything is organized in good routines, and everything around the classroom is flowing pretty nicely, so I'm feeling ready to share it all. I did do an in-depth classroom tour last year as well, but of course I made some changes throughout last year, changes during classroom setup this year, and then even since then I've made some changes around the room, so I'm really excited to take you around and chat about it all. And just like last year, I'm going to try to do my best as I'm walking around to share where I got everything, but if I miss something for any reason, you could always check out the video that I did last year. Instagram, I post a lot of things around the classroom, and then of course in the comments I'll be active down there to help out the best I can. Starting with a quick overview before I take you around the room. Starting over here, and then we'll make our way around. This is our student center. The student center has all of the student supplies and materials that they may need throughout the day. Up at the top, I have our skip count posters. These are up on my Teachers Pay Teachers. My mathematicians use these all the time, especially at the beginning of the year. On my cabinets over here, we have first the Gimme 5. When I ring my doorbell, my students know to pause and then Gimme 5, do all of those things, be ready for directions. Hand signals, I get a lot of questions about these. I made them using a resource from Miss Jacob's Little Learners. She does not have this exact set, but she has a lot of really good options. So if you're looking for hand signals like this, make sure to check her page out. Student Center words were just cut with my Cricut. A lot of my bulletin board titles and words around the room you're going to see are with this font. It's called KG Blank Space Solid, and it's free. I also use it over here in my mailbox system. This was made by the teacher that retired from my classroom, and she left it for me, thankfully. So I just added some contact paper from the Target dollar spot, and then I also added the numbers in that same KG Blank Space Solid font using my Cricut. Bins at the top are from Target a few years ago, and I added the words in vinyl using my Cricut. All of my students' Friday folders stay here unless they are home for the weekend. Throughout the week, I'm filling different things into the mailbox box, and then I have a classroom leader position to file them into the mailboxes. Normally, I have a class list right up here, but I took it down for obvious reasons. Student will take all of the papers in the mailbox thing. Normally, it's just full of announcements and things from the office, so they file them into the different mailboxes, and then on Fridays, I take the Friday folders, pack them with everything in their little space. They take them home on Friday and then bring them back empty on Monday, so they live here the rest of the week. Over here is where a lot of our supplies are, so I have my turn-in bin. These little shelves were also left for me. I'm pretty sure they were like little shoe shelves, but they fit my bins really nicely from Walmart. I got just a set of these gray bins. You'll see more of them later. I added the little labels with stickers from the Target dollar spot a few years ago. They've changed the size a lot, but these I kind of cut them to make them a little bit smaller, and I made the little labels using PowerPoint. I just added a black text box around the edges, typed whatever supplies I needed in the middle. I'm not sure what font I used for all these, but I'll put it on the screen. All of our supplies here. This bin was from Target, and it just has all of our rulers in it. Pencil system, this was from Target. I added the vinyl with my Cricut. We have dull and sharp. If we're in the middle of a lesson and they need to sharpen their pencil, they can just place it here, grab a sharp one, and get right back to work. Over here, I have my teacher mail system. Lots of questions about where I get this stuff too. I got the mailbox from Target a few years ago again, and added the vinyl using my Cricut. This was also from Target, but I linked a few options that are similar to both of these on my Amazon storefront. This was a gift from a student, so I just keep some pens in there. The mailbox papers and sign are both on my Teachers Pay Teachers. I just have some obviously always available and ready to go. I haven't labeled this bin yet, but this is our math pick one station basically. I keep their workplace options in this bin and just add them as I teach them. They have extra sheets in there. If they are done early, they can pick a partner and play a game. Here are our concept quest, which is a new part of Bridges, new to us last year, and I really liked it. My mathematicians did too, so I have that set up for Unit 1. and we're just getting started with that, but I still need to label that with my Cricut. Right below, I have some of my student bins. I have some over here and then some on the other side of the room. Bins were provided by my district, and then I just added the number labels. Those are on my Teachers Pay Teachers. Above my cabinets, I have a little bin where I keep extra classroom decor, and then in this one, I have some action adventure book club book sets. I just pull those out when we need them. This space is new to my classroom. I have a little calm corner set up. The rug was from Amazon, and then I got these posters from Miss T Teachables. So I just picked the few that I think would be most beneficial for my students. And then I also have kind of some directions over here. My students have a few options when they come over here. They can do some reflection using the posters, write me some teacher mail, or just take a short break. We talked about what that kind of looks like. And then when they're ready, they need to return to their learning or whatever we're working on. I also added this here if they are feeling in need of a check-in before they're ready to return back to their learning. I put a little push light button here. I can see this from the front of the room. If I see that, then I know I need to do a check-in before that student will be ready to return back to their learning. Let's go back to the cabinets over here. I keep a lot of extra student supplies in this one. So I have extra folders, extra binders, extra notebooks, planners, composition notebooks, paper, extra pencil pouches, extra headphones. This is my little space over here. I have my teacher toolbox with some supplies that I may need. And then I also have a set of note cards and envelopes that I use for thank you notes. These are from Amazon, and I definitely recommend grabbing some of those just so you have them on hand. Next, I have all of my science stuff. So I teach science for all of 4th grade. I teach math, writing, reading, read aloud, and science for all of 4th grade. So I have my binders here with all of my resources and materials. I have a bunch of science books that are related to the themes that we learned throughout the year. Dinosaur eggs, I'm really excited to do these for the first time this year. Our first unit, we're talking about some fossils, so we're going to have a day where we can do a dig and discover with our dinosaur eggs. The rest of it is just supplies that I use throughout the units. This used to be my social studies cabinet, but I don't teach it anymore. I still have some themed books that I keep, and then I also keep my biographies in here, pull them out at certain times during the school year. And then I have some extra space up there. This is my reading and writing area. All of my reading and writing curriculum, and then some resources and read alouds that I use for certain things throughout the year. Going back one more time, this is where I keep all of my indoor recess supplies. So I have a bunch of different games and things that the students can do. I keep lined paper and scrap paper in here as well. And then these are privacy protectors from Really Good Stuff to put up on their desks when they're taking assessments. I have some drawers that pull out, construction paper. This one really has most of the supplies just for our self-portrait project. Cardstock, some dot markers, extra colored pencils, markers, backstock for the student center, and then I just have some plain paper down here. Moving along to the back wall, I have at the very top our self-portrait projects that we did the first week of school. Around my clock, I have this You Can Do Hard Things. That's on my Teachers Pay Teachers. This is new this year. I got it through a Donors Choose project. It's from Really Good Stuff, and I use it to obviously hold all of our Chromebooks. My students have to leave their Chromebooks at school, so I just organize them in there. And then we also were given 10 chargers for our classroom. I have this little power strip where 10 of them fit. We can charge 10 at a time. Then we have our library cart. This is for Number Corner. I do not teach Number Corner, but I am required to have it up in my classroom, so I put it up here. The bulletin board paper behind here is from Amazon. It's linked on my storefront. Rainbow border is from Schoolgirl Style, and this border is from Lakeshore Learning. This is our science wall, so I'm putting up anything that we're currently learning in science. I used the Better Than paper. I got this from Amazon, and then this smiley face border is from Schoolgirl Style as well. We have our fridge. This is a space where my students and I can put up anything that we're feeling proud of. I did take down some student work, obviously, so I just have some things from our whole group learning up there right now. Paper is the same over here, and then this border is from Schoolgirl Style. This is the same one from Lakeshore Learning. All of my titles are cut using my Cricut. I have a little small group area back here. Rug is from Schoolgirl Style, and the rest was provided by my district. New bookshelf. This is from Amazon, and I like to keep seasonal read alouds up here. This is our books we've read bulletin board, so I put up little pictures of the titles that we read throughout the year. I've done this, I think, a few years now. Over the summer, I just prepped a bunch of titles. I put them in PowerPoint, made them all 4 inches, and then printed them off, laminated them, and have them here ready to go for when I read them in class. Star over here I got from Target a few years ago, and I added the words with my Cricut. My mirror was from Target as well. The affirmation cards are free on my Teachers Pay Teachers. And then we're getting into my library area. Cursive I have to have up in my classroom. This is provided by my district. On both of my doors I have these Felt-Right tiles. I got these last year and I'm still loving them. My library is organized two different ways. So over here I have series that are in bins from Target. I just made the same labels on PowerPoint and they're all organized by series over here. This corner shelf was left for me, but I found some similar options on Amazon. It's linked on my Amazon storefront. I have all of our leadership binders in here. So I have the leadership binders set up. I've added the numbers using my Cricut, of course. And then up here, I just keep things that we need when we're going through our leadership binders. And this is the rest of my library. I have all of my books set out by genre. They have little stickers on them that I printed, and the shelves are labeled as well. Everything is color coded. All of these shelves are from Amazon, and this new one is as well. I got this rotating bookshelf from Amazon to have this year. It holds all of my realistic fiction books. And then above the shelves, I just have a key. And I also have my genre posters that detail what each genre is. That way when they're looking, they can kind of use these as a reference. The lights over here were left by the teacher that retired from my classroom. I have a little workspace over here. The table was provided by my district. Rug is from Schoolgirl Style, and then all of the little flexible seating chairs are from Lakeshore Learning. Over here I have all of our math manipulatives. This bin system was again provided by my district, and then I added the same little supply labels that I made on PowerPoint. I just have it all organized here. And my mathematicians know that whenever they need something, they can feel free to come over and grab it from here. I'm not going to show the top of this cabinet because it has all of our birthdays on it, but in this cabinet, I just keep some extra bins and miscellaneous things. I also have my sub tub and then some of my binders and documents that I need. I keep my running record stuff in here. And then I just have some extra books in here that I still need to put out. Extra bulletin board paper. Over here, I have my place value posters. Those are from Teachers Pay Teachers. Bulletin board paper is the same from Amazon. Words I cut out using my Cricut. And both of the borders over here are from Schoolgirl Style. These are my math cabinets, so I keep everything from my math curriculum organized in here. Same labels as around the room for all of my supplies. More math over here. I have all of my curriculum, vocab cards. I also have just extra games and things up here that I use during small groups. I also forgot to say that the other side of this is the rest of our student bins. And then over here is my desk area, but I also do my small groups over here. These stools are from Lakeshore Learning. Desk was provided by my district, and then I also have this little filing cabinet provided by my district. I keep all of my seasonal resources in here. This drawer just has the technology that was provided by my district for me. Frames are new this year. I got them from Frame It Easy, and I put a poster from Schoolgirl Style over here. Then I put some of my teacher besties, some pics. This is my little station where I keep all of my current curriculum. I do all of my teaching right here, so I like to have it just easy, quick to grab. This is everything that I'm currently using to teach, and then I have their running record stuff over there. Microphones stay plugged in unless I'm using them over there, and I have my 10 drawer and 5 drawer carts. Bins on top are from Target. This bin is just for anything that I currently need or am working on. A read aloud I want to do, some teacher mail I need to respond to, papers from professional development, anything like that. And then over here I have my binders bin. I've talked a lot about my leadership binders, but this is where I put all of my graded assessments before they go into the binders. 10 drawer cart just keeps all of my copies for the week before I leave on Friday. I like to make sure that my lesson plans and copies are done for the week ahead, so I fill them in here and pull them out throughout the week, with just some extra things down here. I have a space for things for the following week, things I need to copy, grade, file away, and then we also do Leader of the Week at my school, so I have our little papers down there. I just keep things that I have on deck ready for each subject in here. Both of these carts are from Michael's, and then I added the words with my Cricut. Behind them, I have some bins again from Target. Read alouds I keep over here, sequels to my read alouds, and then I have some different books that I pull out depending on the time of year, whatever unit we're on. And below, I keep all of my picture read alouds, seasonal read alouds, books that I put on that white bookshelf. Just keep it all organized down here. This chair I got from Amazon, and I either use it here for small groups or I can pull it over to my other desk. This desk is from FlexiSpot, so it can be a standing desk or a sitting desk, so I can just pull my chair from here to there depending on what I'm doing. Felt-right tiles on this door as well, and then above I have my in this class we are family. I cut these out using my Cricut. I also have this linked on my Teachers Pay Teachers. My clock I got from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and around it I just have some little timestamps. Those are on my Teachers Pay Teachers as well. I like to keep my desk pretty simple, so I just have some different pens and things in here. This is for my projector, stapler, tape dispenser, gift from a student. Coming over to the carpet, I also pull this chair over here to do Read Aloud Now. I have a little cart. I don't remember where this is from, but I just keep a few miscellaneous things on there. In the middle, I put all of our chargers. That way I can keep track of them. And then at the top, I have a reward system that I haven't started yet, but we use these little tickets. Keep that there, and then our current Read Aloud. My whiteboard is all the same, but everything you see is either on my Teachers Pay Teachers or linked on my Amazon. The only exception are the Ketchup Pick One posters. Those are from the Itty Bitty Teacher on Teachers Pay Teachers. I got those for free. I have my flip calendar, my schedule cards. These are magnetic, so I can change them around. I use magnet tape from Amazon, and every day I just write out a little description of what we're going to do in class. Ketchup Pick One is like my I'm done, now what system, early finisher system. Visual timer has been really great for us. Voice levels also work really well. I have my favorite dry erase markers from Crayola. They're the Crayola Take Note dry erase markers. Sticks, I put numbers on using my Cricut. I use those to pick partners for workplace games, things like that. Right below it, I have this extra large oil drip pan that I covered in fabric, but it's magnetic. So here I have just a little magnetic bin with some brake passes. I also have the may do and must do version that I pull out sometimes, a pointer, extra schedule cards, schedule, and then over here I just keep any extra copies in case we need them. Rug is from Schoolgirl Style, and then the border around my whiteboard is as well. Over here I just keep some of my hand signals, same Give Me 5 poster, and then I usually just put up things that we're currently working on in class, some anchor charts that are up to date to go over here. This is my lunch and attendance systems. When students come in, they're able to read the lunch menu there, move their magnet to their choice, and then if their magnet is not moved, then obviously I know that they are not there, or I need to remind them to do it. Both of the whiteboards here are from Amazon, and I added the words using my Cricut. I also have the little magnets up on my Teachers Pay Teachers, and then I use magnet tape again over here. Frame is another from Frame It Easy, and the poster is from Schoolgirl Style. I have our classroom leaders set out over here. This is on my Teachers Pay Teachers. I use the same numbers, but I just use some Velcro dots over here so I can switch them out. In this cabinet, I have some extra supplies, treasure boxes, tidy tubs, bins. Up here, backstock of supplies that I may need. I also keep extra snacks for students, paper cutter, laminator, hole punch. Right below, I just keep all of my anchor charts organized by the subject. Next to that cabinet, I have some drawers. So in here, I just keep some extra dry erase markers and erasers for students to use, Band-Aids, clipboards, and whiteboards. Under the sink, I just keep a lot of cleaning supplies, hand sanitizer, soap, things like that. Here, I keep some art supplies. This stuff is for a Halloween craft, end of the year stuff, glitter, string, etc. These are for a project that we're going to do around the holidays, watercolor supplies, and the rest of our painting supplies. This one has extra Ziploc bags, tissues, silverware, plates. And we're already back at the door, so I'm going to do another quick look around the room. I feel like I went through that really quickly, but I've talked about a lot of this in previous videos. Of course, my classroom setup last year, but also my classroom tour last year, my classroom setup this year, so a lot of it I have talked about. But like I said at the start of the video, let me know if I missed anything and you're interested. I'll do my best to help you down below. I'm happy that everything is working around the room really well for us again this year. But as always, throughout the year, I'm sure we'll do some switches and have new additions, so I'm excited for those as well. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me, seeing our classroom. But that is all from me today. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.